Hi, Dr. Lau. Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you this morning?
Yeah, I'm great, thanks. We all know that from January the 8th, people can go between Hong Kong and the Chinese mainland without any quarantine. So, what is it like now traveling across? How are people reacting to it?
Well, I think it's definitely been very exciting. This Sunday, I think this witnessed our for opening of our borders with mainland, which has been a long-awaited time milestone for Hong Kong, as it's been a long, two and a bit years. Because it is still early stages, I think the mainland authorities and the Hong Kong government has been very prudent and very responsible in first, I think, allowing the first stage to have a quota since Friday as from different official statistics. I think we have over 400,000 applications already. So I definitely think right now the period near the Chinese New Year is where the peak is, where a lot of people from Hong Kong are really looking forward to going back to mainland and just to reunite with family and to meet their dear friends and their loved ones. So I definitely think, Chinese New Year being a very important season and time of the year for all Chinese around the world, with borders restricted not just within mainland and Hong Kong, but mainland Hong Kong and globally. This allows Chinese around the world to gather as a unit and family. I think it's a very important time, especially given the last few years of the pandemic. It's very exciting to see that already over 400,000 people have applied for these quotas. It seems like that there are some bottlenecks on certain peak periods. So I think in the next week or so, as we revisit the whole logistics and the timing and the efficiency of it, we can further fine tune the quotas. And I'm quite optimistic about that, to be honest, because I think within the first day or two, we've seen actually the transition has been very seamless, I would say.
Do you know anyone who has traveled to the mainland since Sunday? And how is it now compared to, say, 3 years or two or even 1 year ago?
I actually had a friend who had crossed Shenzhen just this morning, and he
Oh,
said it only
really?
took it only took 30 minutes. And everything was very smooth and efficient. I do remember in early November when I was traveling, when we still had the mandatory PCR testing. It was a longer time through immigration and also through the testing. So I'd say after landing, and then to actually getting home, probably took around maybe an hour and a half and 2 hours. But as of this week and last week as well, since the restrictions have been lifted, that actually has changed, remarkably. And now it's actually, I would say, it's back to normal. Once your flight lands, you just go through immigration very quickly, and there's no more testing, and you can go back home. I would say I got home within an hour from my flight landing. So that's definitely, everything is getting back to normal. And our electronic channels for frequent visitors and also for our visitors from mainland are all back opening again. So I think it's very exciting to see that all that is slowly getting back that normal logistics and that normal rhythm and efficiency, which I think we all miss.
Yeah, true that. Now that the mandatory quarantine has been dropped, I think I'll definitely go visit Hong Kong again. Last time when I was there, it was 2018. It was too long ago.
Yes, you should definitely come. I think, to be honest, I think the last few months, Hong Kong has been positioning itself for reopening. And I think, all different parties have definitely worked very hard at it. I think since early November, our government and also financial institutions had a big, financial forum in Hong Kong. And also apart from the, official meetings, they also got to enjoy the rugby sevens, which is always a great time for, social and fun and partying. And then I think also in the last few months, we've seen a lot of international concerts now returning back to Hong Kong. So actually, this coming weekend we have Blackpink that will be in Hong Kong, and we welcome visitors near and
Mhm.
far to come and visit Hong Kong soon, because it's definitely a lot is happening. There's great, I always say Hong Kong is a very blessed place. There's really nowhere that has such a great collection of fine restaurants and also a great place for shopping. And there's no taxes on shopping in Hong Kong, which is also quite rare compared to many other cities and countries. So definitely a great place and a great time.
Awesome. Well, Dr. Lau, thank you so much for talking to us and sharing your personal perspectives about the border reopening between Hong Kong and the Chinese mainland. And I hope you can visit Beijing very soon.
Thank you. Thank you, Ning. Take care.